up, everyone, and welcome back to Warriors Den for Week 11 of the 2022 NFL season here on Rival Talk. As always, I'm your host, and I'm joined, of course, by the great Nebraskan himself, Marcus. How you doing?
Hello, I'm doing pretty well.
Good. Well, the longest trip the Seahawks will ever have to take is over, at least for this year.
Yeah.
I know the game didn't get into a little bit later, but the game didn't go quite the way I was hoping, but seeing that atmosphere, that was honestly seemed like a pretty cool atmosphere out there, and the fact that
it looked like a soccer game almost out there. They're all chanting and stuff.
Oh,
it was pretty cool to wake up to some football in the morning too.
Yeah, it was, man. Yeah, I totally love waking up at 5 a.m. on a Sunday. That's fun. But I thought the really awesome thing was singing the country roads towards the end of the game. That was pretty cool. That's mine and my friends' go-to karaoke song. So that was fun to hear.
Ooh, I didn't know that. All right.
That was fun. But yeah, we'll get into the game a little bit later, but a couple things going on this wacky. I mean, last year was wacky. I feel like this year is easily blown that out of the water. So, I mean, yeah, lots of parity this year, even more so than last year. Cooper Kupp, what a shame for the honestly, injuries suck, but man, the Rams, they just, wow, they
they're not even a shell of their former selves. It's like you don't even think of them as being defending champions right now. It's kind of nuts.
Nope. I mean, I guess all that non-existent salary cap doesn't pay off in the end, huh?
Yeah, it finally caught up with them.
And but hey, they'll rebuild at the draft. But oh wait.
Oh, yikes!
Yeah. What a shame. But the Cooper Kupp injury is a shame. He's one of the good guys in the NFL, even though he plays for the Rams. He's an easy to root for guy. Hopefully his entire season isn't done, but it's looking like it basically might be, especially with the way the Rams season's going. They might as well just hold him out.
Oh yeah, I would say by like halfway through that injury, if they've lost a couple more games and they're basically out of it, there's no real reason to bring him back other than if he just wants to play.
Yeah, for sure. And then the Bills-Vikings play at the game of the year. That was insane. I'm not sure what's going on with Josh Allen. Now he's starting to look like the quarterback that played against Nebraska, I guess, lately.
Yeah, he really has. His last two games, he's been turnover central.
Yeah, so I don't know if it has anything to do with the elbow. I mean, he kind of played like that in a just game before that happened, but I don't know what's going on there. But they are calling for 6 feet of snow in the Bills game this week, Bills-Browns. So, yeah, that's I guess I should say congratulations on your victory because that means Stephon Diggs is going to get like 0 points and I'm going against you this week. So congratulations on your victory.
Okay. Well, you also have 7 other great wide receivers and I have the 49ers defense and you have the 49er killer as your quarterback.
Yeah. Hey, well, Geno Smith's on bye week this week, so I had to go and get Russell to fill in this week. So.
Yep. So I assume, just like always, Russell will beat the 49ers and you're going to beat me. So congratulations on your victory.
Yeah, I doubt that's going to happen. Like I said, Diggs is the heart and soul of my team, so he's going to get probably 0 in that snow. So congratulations on your victory this week, and congratulations as well on pulling even further ahead. Now you're at 27, I'm at 24, so you're just killing me everywhere. So congratulations.
Yeah, this is fool's gold right now. It's a mirage, and it won't last.
We probably just lost 2 or 3 subscribers.
That's fine. We'll get them back.
And speaking of that Bills-Vikings game, that Justin Jefferson catch, holy cow.
I've seen it enough times and I still don't really understand how he caught it.
Look, I get that, Odell's scored a touchdown and everything, and this didn't score a touchdown, but it was on freaking 4th and 18. He pulled it away with one hand. The defender had 2 hands on it. As he's falling down, he comes and rips it away with one hand. I'm sorry, but that beats Odell's catch in my book.
I would say it's one of the better catches I can remember ever seeing. Yeah, but I hate being a prisoner of the moment and always thinking that something you just saw is the best thing ever. But I can't think of anything better.
Yeah, it was unreal. That's just it was crazy. And I mean, Diggs earlier in the game had an insane catch too on an overhander. So that game had everything. And, if we get that as a Super Bowl, that'd be pretty entertaining, I think. So
yeah, it also had the Bills Twitter announcing that they won the game before the game was over. So that too.
Yeah, that's never do that. The only thing you ever want to do is just say game before a game's over, and then you're
for sure.
Okay. All right, well, we'll let you talk about the Niners here. Obviously, the Seahawks have a bye this week, so I'll let you go ahead and talk about Niners here, and then after you're done, don't have much to talk about the Seahawks. Let's review the game real quick. So, yeah, your 49ers getting a much-needed victory last week.
Yeah, definitely against a depleted Chargers team, but I don't. The depleted thing doesn't really. You still got to win. You still got to execute.
And they do still have they still have a pretty solid team too, even with injuries.
Exactly. Their team is still ultra talented, and they have a top whatever you want to say quarterback. So who's getting healthier, and man, our defense kind of shut them down after the first drive and a half or so. Like, I know my keys to the game were limiting Eckler, and we definitely did that. We were all over that guy the entire game. I think we made that a point. And I also, my other keys were, I think, the linebackers and secondary. And they both, all levels of the defense played amazing. And, man, we locked him down in the second half for sure. It just allowed our offense to find its way, which it's hard for me to keep understanding why we were so bad in the red zone at all times, especially with all the weapons we have, but it just continues to happen, and that's frustrating. But
does it have anything to do with the quarterback?
I honestly don't know.
Or play calling?
I don't know, because it could be a combination of both, but, man, the times that Jimmy has been in the red zone this year and the amount of drop passes I've seen and just random stuff that he's done right and we haven't picked them up is – this year, I don't think it's Jimmy, unless it is the simple fact that maybe Shanahan doesn't trust Jimmy Garoppolo to do things in the red zone, so then we just run up the middle every time. But, I don't know, Brandon Ayuk dropped a wide-open touchdown, and if he would have caught that, he would have had more than 84 yards, which would have been weird, because I don't know if I think I mentioned this in last week's show, but the last three games he had 81 yards, 82 yards, and 83 yards, and then this latest game he had 84. So
it's a good thing he did drop that pass. So.
Yeah, that's nuts. And I guess next week he's going to have 85 yards. So let's go.
Going to need to go to the casino and place a bet on that.
It was a wide open pass that he dropped for a touchdown. It's just like we just keep doing sloppy stuff, and that's what I'm kind of is concerning me the most. Just the sloppiness of this team lately. Yeah. Okay, and I guess, if you want me to... So that game's over, and a win's a win. Yeah. I'm happy, although I want to see more, want to see better play. But now we're going to Arizona, which is in Mexico City.
Oh, yeah.
To play Kyler and the Cards, which they kind of own us. We swept them in 2019, and ever since then, it's only been 2 years, I guess. 20.
And even in those games in 2019, they played it really well, so I remember.
Absolutely. The first game, I don't remember the first game so much, but the second game we won on a last-second touchdown from Jimmy Garoppolo to Jeff Wilson Jr. I remember that like it was yesterday. Like we basically almost lost both of those games, and then since then we've gone 1-3 against them, and one of those was with Colt McCoy at quarterback when we thought we could easily beat them.
And he might be a quarterback again this week too. So.
Yeah, exactly. I truly don't think it matters. There's something about the Cliff Kingsbury Shanahan thing that just doesn't go well for us. And, man, I guess if I had to go with some keys to the game, I would say, number one, try to limit Hopkins, D-Hop, because he literally always has like 10 receptions for 150 yards against us. It'd be nice to even cut that in half, but I don't know if that's possible because he's been really good since he's come back.
And I heard that Marquise Brown's going to be back this week too, I think.
Yes, I did hear that. And I mean, that does. He'll probably have a good game as well, but especially with our secondary is pretty good, but we kind of struggle against either really fast guys or just really elite guys in general. And you know, obviously Brown is kind of a take the top off the defense type of guy, and then Hopkins is kind of just a really elite guy, and those top 5 wide receivers, we always let him just hammer us basically, and then sometimes we let the guys get over the top on us. So they kind of have those two things that just kind of always kill us in the secondary. So yeah, that's definitely a worry. And I suppose if Colt McCoy is starting, maybe we don't have to worry as much about Hollywood Brown. But if Kyler's starting, he's definitely got the arm to get that over the top for us. So I guess number one would be limit DeAndre Hopkins. Number 2 would be to somehow keep Kyler in the pocket because he always kills us with his legs. And I know that he can pass, and he can pass just fine, but I don't want him – he's going to get his in the passing game with those receivers. So I just don't want him going for 70 yards and a touchdown, on the ground. I would like to at least limit that portion of his game. And then my third and possibly most important, although I said DeAndre Hopkins is most important, would be just cleaning up the sloppiness on both sides of the ball. I don't know what – it's penalties, it's dropped passes, it's mental mistakes, because the first touchdown we gave against the Chargers was also a miscommunication between Dre Greenlaw, who just came back from injury and then got ejected, if you remember that. But so just the sloppiness, it needs to get better. I don't know what the deal is. It's getting frustrating. So stuff has to get better if we want to go anywhere in the playoffs. If we make the playoffs, so Kyler, DeAndre Hopkins, sloppiness. Those are my three keys.
Just gotta throw it out there. If you make it.
Yeah, if they even make it.
No worries, man.
No worries. The Oscar.
Yes, I guess we're going to get off track here. Yeah, Teoscar, Mariner now, right?
We throw in a random Mariner comment there. They got Teoscar Hernandez today, and that's awesome.
That was huge. That is for what we gave up for him too. I mean, jeez, man.
Yeah, trust me, I love Swanson, but I'll give up a bullpen guy for an all-star outfielder.
And we've proven to be able to develop bullpen arms. So
true.
I'm not worried about that. So
Very true.
That was awesome. So.
Yes, it was.
All right, we digress.
Yes.
All right, so you wrapped up the Niners. That's all you got?
Yeah, I'm good. I'm good to go.
All right, well, Hawks, no game this week, obviously on the bye week. So just last week's game, I mean, it just seemed like a typical international game. I think at the start, both teams kind of came out a little sloppy, seemed a little groggy and whatnot. Definitely seemed like it affected the Seahawks a little more. I'm not using this excuse, but, it's kind of what I expected a little bit. The Buccaneers really did kind of take it to what the Seahawks' Achilles heel is, and that is still the run defense. Even though it has gotten better over the last month or so, it still is, I would say, the one weak point that teams can expose and attack, and the Buccaneers did just that. And when they do that, not only keeps their drives going, but obviously keeps Geno off the field, and wears out the defense. So they basically kind of used our formula against us, and it worked. Though I do like how the team fought back and at least made it a game and made it interesting. Earlier in the year, the one thing we were talking about with Geno is, he's good here, like he's good in certain moments, but he hadn't really ever proven that he could lead a comeback or he can close out games. But he's been proven week in, week out that he can close games. And I know they didn't come back a win, but he helped lead that comeback to get them back in the game. So it's good. It's good to see. Take it what you want, moral victories if you believe in that or not. But that was a little bit of a moral victory there, fighting back there, especially seeing Geno fight back, especially after a really bad turnover he had in the red zone in, I believe, the third quarter. So, but I'm not too worried.
Worse than Tom Brady's turnover.
Well, man.
I guess Leonard Fournette's.
That's what helped us get right back in the game. Really, the Tariq Woolen with his franchise rookie tying record pick six. No, not pick six. I don't know where I was going with that sentence. Sometimes it just Sometimes it just starts sentences. I never know where I'm going to go and finish and how it's going to end up. But,
All right, Michael.
Anyways, Tariq Woolen with his tying the Seahawks franchise record by a rookie for interceptions. He tied Earl, I believe. Earl, and I think it was one of the person, I forgot who, but with 5. So one more and he'll hold the franchise record for rookie interceptions. He was tied with Gardner Johnson, but then Gardner Johnson went and got an interception last night, so he's no longer tied for the league lead. But I have a feeling he'll get 1 or 2 more. But yeah, I mean, that's probably the easiest interception he's ever going to make in his life. And I was watching him too in that play. He read that beautifully. Like, he didn't take the bait at all. He read that beautifully from the start. I think he read that they were throwing the ball there. I think obviously what would give it away is Brady actually running a route. Like, obviously that would probably give it away, but yeah, the way he read it was great, and he was all over that. Like, there was no chance. That was going to be even if Tom didn't fall down.
Things I've ever seen.
Even if Tom didn't fall down, that was going to be picked up. So yeah, I don't think.
At least that was not getting being caught by Tom Brady.
I know Tom's single all now, and maybe he has new powers and whatnot and more abilities, but he's not jumping over Tariq Woolen on that. But hey, single Tom 2-0 now, so.
It's true, and they play the 49ers in a couple weeks, so I'm going to need him to chill out a little bit.
I mean, like I said, I'm not too worried. Just got to clean up the tackling still. Other than that, I mean, it was apart from the first half, it was a pretty decent game. So yeah, I'm looking ahead to the next 3 games. Actually, I just written down for you as well because next 3 games leading up to our big game coming up here in about a month or so. So the Thursday night game is probably going to decide the division. So the Niners right now stand at 5-5. The Hawks stand at 6-4. The Niners' next 3 games, they're at Arizona and Mexico City, versus New Orleans, and then versus Tampa Bay. I've got them winning against Arizona and New Orleans and losing against Tampa Bay to put them at 7-6. What do you agree with that?
I think we're 5-4 though, if I remember right. I think we're tied in the loss column at this point. I might be wrong on that. 6-4 and 5-4. I'm almost positive
because you already had your bye week, right?
Correct. Yes.
So yeah, let's see. I'm gonna check it right here, right now.
Yeah, there we go.
Okay, yeah, you're 5-4. So don't listen to me. All right.
Yes. Well, I definitely. I mean, I don't want to give away my 49ers cards pick this week, but I might as well. I definitely have them winning the next 2 games, and then it's the Tampa Bay and the Seattle games that are going to be spicy. Let's say that.
Yeah. Wait, did you have your bye? Wait, so hold on. Why are my numbers off here then?
I don't know. Let's do.
So the Seahawks are 6 and.
We'll just flip a coin.
Oh my god! Yeah, here we go again. Seahawks are 6-4. That would be 7. That would be 8. And that'd be 8-5. Okay. I'm not quite sure what's going on with my math. Wait, do I have them ahead? Hold on. Okay. Quality stuff these last couple weeks here.
We are very
week 14
buttoned up. We are as sloppy as the 49ers playing, actually.
Okay, because I have the Seahawks going 2-1 in the next 3, and that puts them at 8-5. But then you'd be 7-5 when we play. So I'm trying to figure out how that works out.
Oh, weird. Oh, yeah, you're right. To be continued. How about that?
No, we're going to solve this right now. Yeah, we got one. Yeah, we got. Yeah.
I swear we're 5-4.
Yeah, I'm looking at the standings too. It says 5-4. Unless this didn't update right. Let's go check it out. Let's Google it. Let's Google it. Yeah, 5-4. Okay, I'm not understanding what's going on here then, because.
Wow. Okay, so 5-4. Then the next 3 games we go 2-1. According to you, so that would be 7-5.
Yep, and the Seahawks next 3 games.
You guys are 6-4, and over the next 3 weeks you would only have 2 games. So, which are against who?
Yeah, duh. That's where my mask. I'm not. Okay,
yeah,
I was looking at.
There you go.
Well, let me go look at this schedule. Right, we're going to solve this right here, right now. I'm not editing this out. This is all raw, uncut rival talk right here. Okay. So I might have missed one of your games, and that might be what it is. Okay, yeah. Week 11, you guys. So this week, you guys play the Cardinals. Yep.
Correct.
And we're off.
And the Saints, and then the Buccaneers. I think.
The Saints. Yep. And then Buccaneers. Week 13. So week 13, we play the Rams. You play. There we go. I missed that. You play the Dolphins after the Saints.
Oh, yeah.
That's where I missed. Okay.
Oh, no. Yeah, I forgot about that one.
All right. Okay, well, quick edit here. I will, I think, yeah, you guys will win that game, I think. It's at home. You'll beat Mike McDaniel. All right.
Who knows, though?
Now, I'm not editing that out. You got to see all that raw, uncut rival talk right here, this professionalism right here. All right.
Yes, it is.
So you have 4 games. We have 3, obviously, over the next 4 weeks, so we have to bye. So I project that when these teams meet, you'll beat Arizona, New Orleans, and Miami, but lose to Tampa Bay. That's my prediction, and you'll be 8-5. And then the Hawks, I believe they'll beat the Raiders here at home. I know the Rams are totally banged up, as we talked about, but it's just something about the Rams owning us. Until I see us beat them, I can't say that we're going to beat them. So I say we lose to the Rams and then beat the Panthers, and that'll also put us at 8-5. So it's getting spicy. So yeah.
I really truly hope it works out that way. That would be something.
Well, if that's how it works out, I think we'd have to do a live rival talk during the game.
Yeah, I know you discussed that, but I also don't know if this is a family show, and I don't know if that would.
Well, like I said, rival talk after dark. So
that's true.
So I'm projecting us both to be 8-5 when we play each other. So
all right, let's see what happens.
That's going to be fun. Congratulations on your victory.
Right.
All right, well, now that we got that all solved and figured out, I guess we can update Pooch picks. So we got, surprisingly, Henry finally picks the Bills, and the Bills, they lose. Man, you do not want to be picked. You don't want your team picked by Henry, and guess who Henry's picking this week?
Yeah, he picked the 49ers, I'm pretty sure, right?
Yep, there was that controversy. That he did pick the 49ers. So right now we got Drake at 7-3, picking the Niners this week. So actually, it might offset. Drake's picking Niners, so 7-3. The OG is at 6-4, picking the Cardinals. And then Henry, good old Henry, just chilling down there in the basement at 3-7, picking the Niners this week. So,
jeez.
Yeah, so, hold on. I think we got some coming up here, Marcus. Hold on. I might have to break here. Ladies and gentlemen, with the first pick in the 2023 Pooch Picks draft, the Jared Simzik household selects Jack Puggle, Puyallup, Washington. All right, so we're back after that little announcement. So yeah, breaking news. The first pick in the 2023 Pooch Pick draft goes to the Jared Simzik household, and they select Jack.
Wow.
What do you think about this pick?
And as you say that, my dog starts barking. Henry.
Henry's already trash talking his future competition.
I think he knows that I'm about to say that he's being demoted, and he doesn't like it. But I like your pick. I think you got to go with it, and I think I'm just going to go ahead and announce it now. We're going to do Annabelle next year. We're going to give her a shot.
Wow! All right. So
Men versus women.
I thought we were going to. Oh yeah, very very inclusive. I thought we were going to have a pug versus pug battle here, but we're switching it up.
Henry has definitely shown me that he doesn't care, doesn't take it seriously, and I don't think he deserves another shot next year.
You say that now, but what if he finishes out the season winning 6 of the last 6 or whatever?
Okay, let's that's a good idea. How about if he can somehow get to a 500 record by the end of the year? If he does that,
so 8-9.
Yeah,
because it can't be 500.
Oh, sorry, you're right. Yeah. If he can get to 8 and 9, that's close enough. If he can get to 8-9, he can come back. If not, he can't.
Big changes coming to Pooch Picks. So yeah, we'll see. We'll see if the first round, the number 1 pick, can live up to the hype next year, or maybe we'll make it like baseball and give him a little taste in the show at the end of the season here. Give him a chance to get his feet wet.
Ooh. But
it won't count towards his service time, so he'd still be a rookie next year.
All right, you're right. Yeah. Well, see, I just hope upon hope that he doesn't continue the pug tradition of being a terrible picker.
Well, I sure hope not either, because that's the only person in this household winning the picks at this rate. So yeah,
that would be that'd be embarrassing.
All right, well, let's get to our picks now. So yeah. Just for the record at home, Marcus is no longer allowed to pick Washington, at least in the upset category, but he's refusing to listen to me when I tell him he can't pick Washington, period. So go ahead and tell us who your lock is.
Well, my lock is I'm going to ride the hot hand, going Washington over Houston by 5.
All right.
That's all I got.
All right, my lock, picking them to bounce back this week. Philly over the Saturday Colts by 10.
Ooh, what's Tom going to think about that?
Yeah, I mean, hey, maybe Tom. I don't know if Tom likes the new guy or not Saturday, but they're 1-0 under him right now. So hey,
it's true, and we mentioned it,
and we did. Yep. So we'll see if we keep it going the whole season. All right, upset pick.
This one was pretty tough. I didn't like a whole lot of them. I'm just going to go Lions over Giants by 1.
That is spicy.
Yeah, a little bit. Looks like the Lions are 2-0 since Peyton Manning exercised some demons on a pregame show with I don't know. I saw it on TV, but apparently there's a curse on Lions football, and Peyton exorcised the demons in a pregame show, and they're 2-0 since. So here we go.
All right, it is what it is.
Yeah.
All right, my ups of this week. I'm taking the Packers over the Titans by 3. Thursday night game at home and for the Packers. So I usually generally lean more towards the home team at Thursday night games, and they have some momentum right now after that win against the Cowboys. So I think the Packers can pull this one off.
All right.
All right, so obviously I'm going to have 2 random games, and you're going to tell me which one is the +1 or -1. I did not write down your random game. I had it. Let me go find it.
Ooh. Wow, here we go. There's more professionalism.
Yep, as always. The most professional show there is out there. All right. Gotta find it. Had it. All right. Maybe I didn't save it. Okay, well, you know what? Your random game, let's see. Your random game is going to be the Chiefs at the Chargers.
Ooh. At Chargers. Chiefs at Chargers. I can't go against what I believe to be the best team in the NFL right now, so I'll take the Kansas City Chiefs over the Chargers by 3.
All right. And what's my random game? And let me know if this is going to be the +1 or -1.
This first one is going to be the regular 1 or 0, and it's Cowboys at Vikings.
Ooh.
Seems easy, doesn't it? I know you're picking the Vikings, so just do it.
Cowboys.
Wow, what? I was not expecting
Cowboys
that.
by 2. I think the Vikings are due after that game last week. I think they're due for.
Yeah, that's exactly what
if I'm a Vikings fan, I'm viewing this Cowboys game as a trap. So,
God, unbelievable! I was trying to trap you in this, and I had the exact same thoughts as you did about the trap thing, and I guess that backfired a little bit.
Yeah,
okay, never mind. Another super easy one. This is your +1, -1. The Rams at the Saints.
Are the Rams really going to go 3-7? But there's no Cooper Kupp now, and is it going to be John Wolford again?
Exactly.
Yeah, I'm going Saints. I don't see any way I don't see any way I could pick the Rams right now.
Yeah, I would.
I'm going to say Saints by 4.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, you actually took my +1, -1 away from me. It was going to be that Tennessee Green Bay one, so I had to scramble for another one.
All right. So the last one is your game.
Oh, yeah. We'll just go short and sweet. 49ers over Cardinals by 1.
By 1. All right. Well, I think we have a special top 5 this week that you came up with. You want to explain this one?
I did. I just came up with a random idea. Top 5 players that you would pick to start a new franchise with. And I didn't really give any other. And then I said we started talking about it. And it's got to be players that are not on your current team, the 49ers or the Seahawks.
Yeah, because I would have taken probably 3 of the Seahawks' 5 rookies. So
yeah, I would have had 2 or at least 2 49ers. So yeah, that. And I didn't give any kind of caveats or anything. But I don't know. I did salary or stuff like that. But I think we both know that you probably want to take younger players for the most part.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, so I did. I got my 5 and. Do you just want me to roll through it here then?
Sure, go ahead.
All right, I'm going to go number 5. I'm taking a cornerback, Sauce Gardner. Then number 4, I'm taking a pass rusher. I'll go T.J. Watt. Okay. And I'm hoping he stays healthy, obviously.
I was going to say, are we playing it as knowing their health history, or just playing it as
Yeah, it's kind of just all into it. I'm just hoping he stays healthy. He's the most disruptive defender when he's in there, so I'm.
Because I did kind of make mine based. I did kind of make mine based off of that too, health and whatnot. Yeah, because I was thinking T.J. Watt, but yeah.
Yep, I definitely thought about it, but I was just you know what, I'm going for the home run here. And then I normally would try to build the offensive line as well, but I'm trying to just leave that up to my drafting. So I'm going to get a little different with it. I'm taking 2 wide receivers. I'm going Justin Jefferson and Stephon Diggs. I want both of those dudes on the outside. And then number 1, I hate doing it, but I'm taking Pat Mahomes to sling him the ball and good luck, and hopefully I can draft some offensive linemen and some other defense.
All right. Well, I've got 5 different positions for mine. Care to guess what my wide receiver is?
Justin Jefferson?
Yep, of course. Justin Jefferson at wide receiver.
Yes.
Running back.
Similarity.
This might surprise you maybe, but I don't know if it would. But running back, I'm taking Dameon Pierce at running back.
Interesting. Okay. He's a stud. I love him.
He is, and I believe the more he grows, the more he's going to get involved in the passing game too. Because I think he's an all-around back and he can do it all. So
for sure. I wish he wasn't in Houston, but yes.
So JJ and then Pierce. Quarterback, care to take a guess?
Oh, Josh.
Josh Allen?
Gotta be Josh Allen, right?
Nope, Jalen Hurts.
Oh, God.
Given that duality back there, especially since, since I don't have any offensive linemen either, depending on how much he's going to need to be mobile, I'm thinking about that too. So Hurts, I think if you made a team with Hurts and Pierce back there, that would be a pretty good running back quarterback combo there. So
yes, it would.
And then I'm taking at linebacker Micah Parsons.
Oh, I love that. Oh, dang! You know what? I didn't even think about that. That's probably a safer pick than T.J. Watt.
Yeah, that's exactly what I was tossed up. I was tossed up too between Parsons and Watt. I'm just thinking, if we're playing the health game, I'm taking Parsons. So.
Yep, that makes a lot of sense.
Now, the one thing with this one, though, I'm taking a safety here at the end here. But I love this guy, but I know health sometimes is a concern with him too. But I've always loved this guy, Derwin James from the Chargers. I think he's
huge.
When he's healthy, I think he's the best safety in the league. So.
I would agree with you that he is the best safety in the league when healthy, for sure.
So Jefferson, Pierce, Hurts, Parsons, and Derwin James. Those would be the 5 that I would build a team around.
Yeah, I basically blew my entire salary cap with my 5, so I would just have to be the most excellent drafter of all time after that. That's all.
Well, if anything, you could just you can talk to Broncos Nation about what it's like to blow their salary on somebody. So.
Oh God, the amount of he has another bad game again. It's just like how much lower can they go? It's nuts.
We all know he's going to get me not even 10 points of fantasy this week. So
right now, this will be the game.
Although I did see his best fantasy game of the year this year came against the Raiders earlier in the year, and he's playing the Raiders this week. So
yeah, and they have a terrible defense. So yeah, and you're playing me, and he's playing the 49ers defense basically.
It's not gonna happen because every time I had Russell as my quarterback in fantasy from 2012 through 2015. I stopped starting him right after he went off late in 2015 because I realized I could not start him. Otherwise, he wouldn't do good. So he's not going to do good this week. So it'll be powerful.
Yeah, well, he's not a Seahawk anymore, so that rule does not apply.
Yeah, even worse. It's not a good thing he's not a Seahawks, obviously. So speaking of that, though, I mean, we should talk a little bit about the Broncos real quick because it sounds like there's starting to be some tension, some fissures happening within that locker room between the defense and offense. So.
Oh yeah,
kind of what happened.
Gotta be pissy.
Yeah, kind of what happened in 2016 between the offense and the defense with the Seahawks at the downfall of the LOB. So
yeah, well, it's the Broncos' defense is legitimate, number 1 to 3 unit, and they're just being completely wasted this year. So
they are number one. They're number 1 in the league in points allowed per game, and they're dead last in the league in points scored per game. So,
oh God, what a waste! What a shame.
Let's ride.
Yeah.
All right. Well, anything else you want to throw in?
No. Well, Nebraska basketball is 2-0 and top 10 in the RPI right now, which is complete fake. But they actually are. But it's so early that it doesn't matter.
Yeah. Congratulations on your victories over the School of the Blind and the Nuns.
Oh,
the Nuns.
It was actually Maine and oh my God, I can't even remember the other one. I can't remember the first one. It doesn't matter. I went to both of them and I can't even remember it already.
Well, I do have to talk about him a while, but man, the Washington Huskies and Michael Penix put on a show last week against the Ducks. That was a fun game. That was a huge game. Penix exploded all over the field on the Ducks Saturday night. That was fun to watch.
Everybody hates the Ducks, so everybody loves Penix.
Yes. So that was fun to see. So
it was.
All right. Well, I think that's all we got for this week. So yeah. Next week's going to be our Thanksgiving episode, so we'll have more games next week, and we have some certain stipulations with those games, so we'll get to that.
Ooh, wow.
Yeah, we'll talk about it next week. So yeah,
can't wait.
All right, well, thank you for watching. Please subscribe to the channel, like the video, follow me on Twitter, and Seahawks Nation, let's fly.